promised land. Martin Luther King had a deep sense of religious vocation. He believed that somehow God had called him to encourage the United States to admit that it had mistreated its citizens of African descent who had known slavery, racial segregation, and economic discrimination. But the government did not believe religious ministers should have public responsibilities. That is why he answered the call of Black African sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee, to come to their city in order to help them in their strike against unfair labor practices. Dr. King confessed privately that he had become depressed. He felt like a failure. But there were many people who still believed in him and the power of nonviolent behavior. They rallied to offer him and the movement encouragement and hope. He told our youth that we are good as anyone else. His I Have a Dream speech, that one day we will live in a nation where we will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character.
Amen.
As a young Black male, I will stay in school and get an education.
Amen.
I want my parents and grandparents to be proud of my achievements. There are so many free scholarships available. Just use the internet or ask a guidance counselor at your school. PBCUs, please show respect to our elders and peers. All children should be respectful and obedient. We should strive to make Dr. Martin Luther King and many others proud who marched for our freedom. Let's be kind to one another and make the world a better place for everyone.
Obama is an American writer, lawyer, and university administrator who was born in Chicago, Illinois on January 17, 1964, to Fraser Robinson III, a supervisor of the City of Chicago Waterworks, and Marion Shields Robinson, a stay-at-home mother. She was the second child, having an older brother, Craig Robinson. Michelle was always an excellent student and was allowed to skip the second grade. She graduated from Whitney Young Magnet High School in Chicago, where she was in the National Honor Society and took advanced classes at Kennedy King College. She graduated cum laude from Princeton University with a bachelor's degree in sociology in 1985. She went on to further her education at Harvard Law School and earned a Juris Doctorate degree in 1988. Michelle stated, "I never cut class. I loved getting A's. I liked being smart. I liked being on time. I thought being smart was cooler than anything else in the world." While working as an attorney at Sidley & Austin, a law firm in downtown Chicago, Michelle met Barack Obama, a lawyer and community organizer who was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. She was actually his supervisor when he came to work as a summer associate. On October 3, 1992, a 28-year Michelle married 31-year-old Barack Obama at Trinity Unity Church of Christ in Chicago. The Obamas were a typical young, executive-type two-parent family with daughters Malaya Ann, born in 1998, and Natasha, born in 2001, until Barack Obama decided to enter the political arena. Initially leery of her husband's ambition to enter politics because of instability, she campaigned for him during his failed 2000 race for U.S. Congress and his successful one for his United States Senate in 2004. Michelle Obama also delivered a stirring speech at the 2008 Democratic National Convention, which won an overwhelming praise from the media and public, and as was reflected in the polls. When Barack Obama won the election to become the 44th U.S. first African-American president in 2008, Michelle became the First Lady of the United States, and to add the first African-American First Lady. She served in that role from 2009 to 2017. During the swearing-in ceremony of her husband, Michelle Obama held the historic and fragile Bible, which had been used by President Abraham Lincoln for his presidential oath. Over the 8-year term of the first Black president and first Black First Lady in the White House, the Obama administration accomplished a great deal and shook up some things in order to move the country forward. Michelle willingly took on some of the most controversial topics in American history and went head-to-head to fight for them. This First Lady was known by the name the Closer during campaigning because she was skilled at persuading undecided voters to sign pledge cards and closing the deal. Michelle was named as the first most stylish in Style magazine in 2013. This First Lady is the only First Lady in American history to have 2 Ivy League degrees. First Lady Michelle Obama is one of the few ladies to show her love for her husband openly without scandal. Even if you forget all that, there were many amazing accomplishments that First Lady Michelle Obama completed. In 2010, Ms. Obama led Let's Move, bringing together a community of leading educators, medical professionals, parents, and others in a nationwide effort to address the challenge of childhood obesity. To solve an epidemic of childhood obesity within a generation. Whether it's providing healthier foods in our schools, helping kids be more physically active, or urging companies to market healthier foods to our children, Let's Move was focused on giving parents the support they needed to make healthier choices for their kids. Michelle Obama campaigned for Hillary Clinton during her run for president in 2016. Her remarks delivered on the first night of the 2016 Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia reminded us that it was traits of character and convictions of decency and grace which were evidence in her service of our country in the White House. When someone is cruel or acts like a bully, don't stoop down to their level. Her motto was, when they go low, we go high. These words are still used widely today. I hear it every day from people who become inspirations in my life like Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama has written several books, but in her latest work, which has garnered the most recognition, Becoming a Memoir, is deeply personal, reckoning of a woman of soul and substance, who has steadily defied expectations and whose story inspires us to do the same. The hardcover edition alone has sold more copies than any other book in the U.S. in 2018, with 3.4 million copies in print. Even while her husband's approval rating by the American public has fluctuated, Michelle has stayed surprisingly high. Job well done to first African-American First Lady Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
I stand before you as we prepare to give a portion of our financial gifts to the Lord. Proverbs 8, starting at verse 6 reads, "Train children in the right way, and when old they will not stray. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender. Whoever sows injustice will reap calamity, and the rod of anger will fail. Those who are generous are blessed, for they share their bread with the poor. We give to God because He has blessed us. It pleases God when we share with others. We give our gifts to God's church so that the work of ministry can go forward. God owns 100% of everything we have. Offering is a time for us to return to God what He has placed in our care. We invite you, like Scripture teaches, to carefully bring your gifts. Scripture warns of the great danger of sorting treasures on earth. Things on earth rust and fade away. True wealth comes when we store our treasures in heaven. It's offering time. Please follow the directions of the deacons and ushers.